Welcome back to Cryptogains for another video. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin, the chart, show you some powerful analysis that you can take with you on your journey. If it sounded interesting, drop that like, give me a subscribe. Are you having a good day? You best be having a good day. Let's take a look at this. I want to show you this chart right here. I want to talk about this yellow circle in particular, because I remember showing you many months ago on my analysis videos, actually I've got one here, we're talking about over 3 months ago, maybe more, maybe longer. This says 3 months ago, I drew this yellow line saying that at some point, Bitcoin's going to come up, sorry, I'm saying yellow line, yellow circle, at some point it's going to come up into this zone, this yellow zone, and we're going to touch the areas of this yellow zone, and then we might end up seeing some form of a pullback. I can't remember which video I spoke specifically on this. There's loads, but you can see in most videos it's been there and it's been empty for the longest time. And when you take a look at where we are now, and if you've been watching my channel, you know, right? Look at where we got to. I didn't move this. I didn't change it. I haven't done anything. You know, if I bring it back at the top of this, look, at the very top of that, it says sort of 53,000, the top of the bubble, the top of the circle. So, you know, coming back on that, where's that video gone again? You can see, if you look in the back, it says 52,000 sort of peaking at the top. So it stayed the same. All I've done is, you know, slightly moved it across whilst the time it takes for it to get to it. So we've entered this area that I said we may come up to and test. And is this the top? Are we going higher? Are we going to see a massive pullback? Many people are now starting to compare this to, you know, because, you know, we saw the ETFs and stuff, and then, you know, people are panicking a little bit because they saw the price fall down. Many people comparing it to this area here. Is it possible we may see something like this happen? Well, if we do, guys, this fell. I'm not saying it's going to happen. We had a mad black swan event, which means, are we going to see another black swan event that pushes the price down 71%? Don't panic. I don't think it will happen like that. But in saying that, this is Bitcoin. It's crazy. It's volatile. Anything can happen. You've got more money involved now. Anything can happen. So what we're really going to focus on is just a few charts, right? So let's just take, this is on the weekly time frame. Let's take a look at this. If we look at the indicators down here, the RSI and the stochastic RSI, you can see on the stochastic RSI, we're starting to see some sell pressure, right? Meaning that there's not, since the last few months, we've had new money, but it's just been that new money that's been playing about with the coins, with Bitcoin and altcoins. There's not been any new money coming in. You can see they're starting to sell off. Now, this could turn around any time. This could turn, you know, because you've seen it, you know, come down, turn around. It can turn around any time. So I'm going to keep my eye on that. I think that's important. You can see on the RSI, we was quite overbought on the RSI. We didn't come up as high as these levels. You can see up here, we was at a 82, right? With this specific area. So you know, Bitcoin's had an insane move. So for people that are thinking that the rally's starting now sort of thing, just because the ETF's been approved, you're wrong. It's actually had a massive 200% pump since the fall, maybe more. So let's just take a look at this specific area here, this whole, you know, overbought area, and it's come, you know, dip back down. Have we seen it before? Because we have seen it happen many times. And look at how many times this happened during this 2017's bull cycle. This one here, massive. And we did see it happen a lot of times. Look, we came up in this area, fell down, cooled off, came up, fell down, cooled off, up, cooled off. You see what I'm saying? It's come up many times, overbought in this area. I keep saying oversold, overbought. But with that comes these crashes. So you have to be prepared that Bitcoin is not just going to go up massively straight away. You're going to see, you know, pullbacks. That's what happens. People want to take profits. They want to look for another entry to get back in again. So I'm trying to measure up from there to there, roughly about a 40% crash. We did see big 40% crashes a lot of the time. Look at that. You've got a wick down here, from there to, I can't even get to the bottom, that's 37, maybe that's another 40%. I was trying to get from there down to this little bit down here. You're going to see these fallbacks, is what I'm saying. As we go up, you know, the price is, you know, it's going up. You see a massive fallback, recovers, retraces, trend sideways, shoots up, fall down, shoots up. You see, it's going to happen, right? So that's what I expect to happen going forward with this. Let's just take a look at what's going on with this Kelt the channel. It's really important because I said to you in the last video that at some point, and if you didn't see it, make sure you check it out. It's the one where I'm talking about, let me just see if I can find it. Like, it's really important. Check it out. I said this literally a week ago. This one here, altcoins are exploding. Get ready to take profits. Now, I believe if Bitcoin starts to come down, What do you think is going to happen with that money? Because there's a huge amount of money. I don't think they're just going to sit it in Tether. I believe we could see the altcoins really outperform Bitcoin in these next coming months. I really believe altcoins may shoot up. And that's why I'm saying to you, be prepared to take some profits, because if it does, we may see a big pullback after that, right? So I've been saying for the longest time that, if you see my when I'm talking like this, my camera, about how when ETF gets approved, what could it be? A buy the rumor, sell the news event. Are we seeing that now? I said to you in that last video, pay attention to the counter, because we've been outside of this blue zone for a long period of time. At some point, we're going to see red candles come back into the blue zone, and then it's going to come right down to this yellow line, which at this moment in time is 37,490, about 37,500. If it pierces through, and we see like a wick, a strong sell wick, it could come down, maybe even touch this white line and then get bought back up, and we just see like a huge wick. That's what I'm thinking. I might be wrong. Really hard to predict the future, but I just go based off what I've seen in the past. And what I've seen in the past is every time we've been outside of this band, you've got like two blue lines and a yellow line. Every time we've been out of this band at the top end, outside for a long time, eventually it comes back in, guys, because that's just too much euphoric, too much excitement, too much buy pressure. And look at this. These are fine examples of when we've been inside the band and out the band. Or this has been out the band for ages, right? Let me just come back to 2016, 2017 cycle, because people are relating it to this, and we could be doing something very similar to this. So here's the best example to show you where we come outside of the bands and we're out like this for a period of time. Then eventually we start to see price action come into the band, and then we see a sell candle hits this yellow line. Burping. It then starts to hold support on this yellow line, and it bounces straight back up, and then we go again. And in some cases, you do see wicks. Like I said to you before, look, we're outside this band. Red candles, sell pressure back in. We come in, we pierce through. And then you see it get bought back up, the wick, and then it holds these candle bodies above the yellow line. As long as you've got the bodies above, that's bullish. You still got strong support from the bulls that are buying to keep this action going. And I'm hoping that's what we see. You come up, bounce down off the yellow line, bounce off the yellow line, all the way through, like come out of the bands, bounce on the yellow line. If we see that with the future price, great. That's going to be great. It's going to be healthy, because you can't just go up, 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 and up. I mean, if for some reason this starts going to $80,000, starting printing new all-time highs, in my eyes, that's going to be it. It's going to be too much euphoric moments too fast, and then that's just going to be it. And then you're going to see other indicators start to signal that maybe you've peaked out at the top. Do I have that? Let me just quickly show you this RSI one again. Where is it? Real quick. Find it here. I'm going to switch it to the monthly time frame just to show you what I mean, because these are the things that I'm paying attention to. So look, this is the monthly time. If we start seeing Bitcoin go to 70, 80,000 like people want, if it happens too soon, we might see this RSI start to come up and peak, which every time it's come up here before, it's marked the top of the cycle. So I'm paying attention to these indicators thoroughly, like seriously looking, keeping my eyes on them, because I know when this blue line comes up, I'm taking healthy profits, like seriously, probably the majority of, if it comes up like that, I'm just taking profits. Just know that. And I'm going to let you know exactly when. And Patreons will see it first. So if you don't want to miss these charts, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep showing you guys on the channel. If you want to know where I'm taking healthy, tender looking, juicy, flicking, bomber flipping, finger licking profits, barbecue piece of chicken profits, become a Patreon. They will see my sell alerts if they have that. See, this tier below, which is the crypto VIP, gives you my buy alerts. If you want all the posts, my sell alerts, this is my most popular tier. That's what they're going for. They really are. And shout out to all the patrons that have come in. Welcome in. I see you. I had over 1,000 Patreons, because when I last looked, it said I had 2,000 Patreons. It now says 3,182 Patreons. That's blown me away. So guys, thank you so much for becoming a Patreon. Welcome in. Click the collections tab. You'll see a lot of stuff going on over there. Make sure you get involved. Yeah. And keep up to date with things that I'm sharing. So yeah, guys, that was this. Just wanted to drop that to you. Was it helpful? Drop that like, give me a subscribe. Pay attention to the charts. You know, keep your eye on these things. I'm going to keep showing this counter. When it comes down to 37K, if it does, then I will show you again and say, guys, this was what I was trying to show you before. And then at that point, we'll see if it pierces through with a violent sell-off and see if it can be bought back up again, right? We'll just see. So yeah, thanks for watching. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.
Never be defeated.